Hi guys, so I woke up today and not even woke up because I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Um I've been feeling a lot of artist block. For those who know me, you've known me for being a person that is always there doing photography, painting in my free time, whatever. But a lot of events have been happening and I've been realizing that I've not been painting as much. So I was sleeping today and I woke up, but I felt this void. Where am I going? Where's my life heading to? What do I want for myself? Those kind of questions that we all have at our age, right? But one thing that's always stayed with me is I've always wanted to paint. I've always wanted to take pictures. I've always wanted to be a creative. Literally. Ever since growing up, I've always been that person. If my mom was having materials making her garments and I get the extras, I'll make dolls, outfits, stuff like that. But I've realized over time I've been gaining different skills, and it's become a thing of now I don't know what direction I'm heading to. I don't know what my niche is. I don't know what I'm good at anymore because I've put my foot in everything and it's become so confusing. And I've now reached a point where I'm exhausted mentally. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really exhausted mentally, and yeah, that has really been, I don't know, in a way. Let me just decrease this for copyright reasons, but in a way it's been really mentally exhausting, and I don't know what to do, guys, but I'm just trusting the Lord and just really hoping that I get back into that zen of creating, putting stuff out there, because it's been a long time. And you know when you have that burning desire to do something, and even when you do other things, you still have that burning desire, and you're like, yo, I need to get this done. But procrastination got the best of me, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be here and say oh yeah, I'm doing this. I ain't doing nothing. The desire is there, the fire is there, it's burning, but I'm not putting in the work, and that's the truth, and that's the reality that I've come to realize for myself. I've got to put in the work, but the question is, how do I now find my niche? I've been out of art school now. I've got to find something to do. Yes, life can bring you a lot of things constantly, and sometimes as an artist it can be overwhelming because we're quite emotionally attached to things, and yeah, so I just wanted to record this and just say don't give up. Yes, even now I'm saying that I still have that burning desire to do drawings, to go back into painting, to get back into my photography, to get into that creative self, because I believe for me art is a lifestyle. Regardless if I was creating or not, it's still something that's been on my mind, and if you think about it constantly, it's meant to be done. You do not want to live a life of regret, and I'm telling you that because I'm a testimony to tell you it's not fun. It's not fun. It really isn't, because you just feel this sense of regret. You just feel like, oh my gosh. And you know what? Comparison is a thief of joy. Is a thief of joy, because when you see other people creating, you see other people developing as an artist, you start comparing yourself. You start being like, oh my gosh, I would have done this. I could have done this. I could have been better if I had put in the effort. But all of that now we put in the past. We cannot beat ourselves up. But one thing we've got to be grateful for is the eyes to see that we are lacking behind, and we've got to pick ourselves up and be in a position to now work and put in the effort if you are willing, of course. But what I'm saying is I am in a position where mentally, physically, everything, I'm willing to not do it. But there's something, I don't know what happens. I start working and then I forget about creating. And there's people who are creating and working at the same time, and I'll ask myself, if they can do it, why can I not do it? But then at the same time, it's if you compare yourself to others, you don't know what they're going through and how they've had to do things to get to where they are, and how much sacrifice they've had to put in whatever they've got to do. And for me, I've now reached a point where like I'm done comparing. I'm not gonna lie, I used to be that person. I say used because as of today, I'm telling you, I am done. Done. P.S. Forgive me licking my lips because your girl just came up from a nap. I took night nurse. I've been taking it for like the past couple of days just because, not a couple of days actually. Since yesterday, I've been taking it because I've got this cough. It's not going. It's annoying and it's really making me like sleepy. So now I look like I just came back from sleep. And yes, you've got to see me in my rough state because you can't see everything. Everything is not glitter and gold, I beg. Sometimes this is how I look. But yeah, more of the story is I just been sleeping and I woke up and I'm like, oh my God, God help me overcome this. It's gotten to a point that it's not procrastination anymore. It's the things I'm doing. It's the energies I'm allowing around myself. It's the people I'm hanging around myself. And as a creative, you have to avoid certain people, certain energies, because that can suck the energy out of you. And you have no time to create. And I've come to an epitome of like, you know what, girl? Protect your energy. Protect it. Because at the end of the day, one man for their own. No one's gonna fulfill your destiny unless if you do it. And if you do, you gotta fight for it because there's people out here to come get it. There's people out here to play as friends, as whatever, to distract you out of it. And you know what? That's the enemy working. That is the devil working. And I'm telling you, as a creative and as a Christian myself, I'm realizing like, oh my gosh, there are things fighting against me. Life is a spiritual warfare, and I'm realizing that. And as a creative as well, it's getting so like immersed in my soul to help me realize that I sleep, I have dreams, and I'm like, oh my God, like he's telling me something. And let me just be honest, by the way, I have been battling this spirituality journey, and I'm telling you, it's not easy. It is not easy for me to sit here and be talking about this. I'm telling you, I have not been in a position where I'm actually coming to sit and talk about this. I don't even know where to start. I really don't. But all I'm saying is life is spiritual warfare. And one thing I've realized is like there's people out here to come and distract you, to come and do things and whatsoever. Like it's real. And yes, it's just dawned on me. And I embarked on this journey 3 years ago, 4 years ago, actually 9 years ago, 8 years ago. If you see my old videos, I've been recording some things, but then I also have some videos, but I just kept them private to me because, yeah, I don't feel like I want to share them yet or whatever, but I just want to keep them private. But I'm telling you, I've been on this journey and it's been like this. And neither did God say it was going to be perfect. No. A lot of people assume just because you're Christian, you're not going to have obstacles coming your way. They will. It's how you pick yourself up. And honestly, there's one thing I've realized right now. One man for their own. There's a lot of people there trying to say, oh, I'll help you do this, I'll help you do this. But they want something from you. And even though you do get it, not a lot of people are going to give you the support that you need. And you know yourself the support you really need. So get up, start doing what you've got to do. Because not a lot of people want the best for you. Even those that are showing you that they do. Maybe they don't. Maybe they do. Good for you. But for me, I'm speaking for my own, my own life and everything. And I'm realizing like what's meant to be for me will be for me. If regardless, if anyone is trying to fight it, oh, I'm fighting it. If God is doing this for me, I'm gonna do it. And yeah, I just wanted to encourage any of you out there and just let you know, like, don't give up on anything that you are dreaming, anything that you want to do. It only takes work, and that's something I'm also realizing for myself. And so I'm embarked on this journey to start YouTube again and be like, you know what? I'm gonna show you guys the bits and bobs, the truth, and whatever, everything. Because not everything, obviously, like, girl, be private, but you know what I mean, like. I'm going to take you guys on this journey because we're going to be in it together. For those who are struggling out there to get your creative niche, to get everything that you want, we're going to do it together. You're not alone. And if we start day by day, we're going to smash it. We're going to smash it. We are going to smash it. We can't let our past define who we are and who we're going to be now and in the future. Okay? Yes, we have setbacks. That happens. We are human. But I realized, and something that I've done in the past, and maybe I'm still struggling with to do now, is when something happens or I disappoint someone or I disappoint myself, I beat myself up for it so bad that it's hard to get myself out of it. It takes me time. And I'm sure a lot of us do that too. We just don't speak about it. We pretend everything is good, but when they're not. And yeah, so one thing I'm finna say is God's got you. Whatever you believe in, just know that if you put in the work, you eventually sow that seed in there. And if you sow that seed, you're gonna rip something. And yeah, gonna embark on this journey with me too. We're gonna work it out together. Yes, and you're probably asking yourself, why is she doing that online? Let me tell you, I've known quite a lot of people and yet still feel alone. It's actually real. You can know quite a lot of people. You can be the extrovert, however much you want it. I'm both extrovert and introvert, but one thing I know is sometimes I'll be in a group of people and I still feel alone. Those people don't really understand what's going on. First and foremost, we don't come from the same background. Second, everyone has got their own stages in life where they feel like, okay, I'm here and I'm still in medieval. But what I'm saying is, let's not beat ourselves up and let's normalize, just know it, that because especially as a creative, because this is only pointing to creative, anyone creative, anything creative, it can be anything really. This is pointing to that if you have a setback and you feel like you're not creating enough, or you feel like you've taken a long time away from your creation or creating whatever you needed to, don't beat yourself up, because guess what, there's always going to be a turnaround point where you're going to realize, like, you know what, just wake up and it's going to hit you in the head and be like, you know what, if I want it this bad, I've got to put in time. And that's what's happening to this person over here talking to you. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but one thing I'm going to encourage you to do is keep going at it. Don't if you let yourself down, think about it. Think of the mistakes you've done and yes, move on. Yes, there's also a lot of people that are going to let you down. There's a lot of people who are going to disappoint you. Yeah, and as I said, you could be in a group and still feel alone. There's also that happens a lot, but a lot of people don't realize that we need to normalize people who are feeling that way, because it's not easy. A lot of us are battling things mentally. Just because you can't see it, I don't mean I'm not going through it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you to that and just say God has got you. Keep going. Regardless of any setback, you've got it. Girl, mate, brother, sis, you've got it. Get up, open your spiritual eyes and see God has got you. Because at the end of the day, you're against everything now. You've got to take control of your own destiny. You've got to, because no one's going to do that for you. You've got to do it for yourself. And let's pray about destiny helpers as well, because it's real. God places people in your life for you to learn from them and to teach you a lesson, and vice versa too. And not everyone is meant to stay in your life forever. So put that in mind. For creatives out there, this is for you, my people. We earn this together. Just know that. Anyway, I'm going back to sleep, girl. Cause your girl tired. I don't know what this medicine been doing to me, because I've been sleeping straight. Like, I think I slept like 2 times today. I don't think that's a motivation for you. Don't sleep. Unless if you're like quite feeling ill and you took some medicine, it's gonna make you, sleep. But yeah, that's what happened to me. I've just been sleeping the whole day today because of the medication I'm taking. But yeah, by God's grace, we persevere. Girl, period. Get your stuff together. If I had to be the reminder that you needed, with my chaotic self, you've got it now. Do it.